Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. What's up? What's popping? Jumalang Lagai. Today's video is gonna be on Scandal, ETV Scandal, and it's sort of like a review of what I've seen so far because currently it's sad to say that Scandal is no more available in the UK, specifically on YouTube. So I just watch a bit of clips here and there. Ignore the background sounds. There's a car alarm, as usual, disturbance. But anyway, so the last time I watched Scandal, I saw that Romeo and his wife got married. They were happy. They went on a honeymoon, and the mother took over the business while they were on honeymoon, and that's when the whole mess began. And then there was this, well, not a new character, but a character that has been on Scandal before came, and she came with sort of an agenda of some sort, but not for the wrong reasons actually. She came for love, and we all know her as Tembeka, but now she's dead. She got killed by Mutunzi, obviously. She got shot, to be exact. So Tembeka came and to rekindle the relationship with Quentin, and Quentin was not having it. He wants nothing to do with Tembeka at the time, and they parted ways on a horrible note. So after that, Quentin moved on with his life, trying to make a franchise with his Queen's Lounge, and he needed money to start the capital. So Tembeka saw an opportunity and used that to her advantage. She wanted to help Quentin to start the franchise, but Quentin was not having it. He wants nothing to do with Tembeka or her money. So episodes after that, Mutunzi came back in the scene. Obviously, he didn't want no one to know that he's back, so he hid and started a small company under false pretense and all stuff like that. And then I think Tembeka realized that Quentin wants nothing to do with her. And then there was this guy at the hotel, the Newtonian Hotel, who was spying on Boniswa and her family for Mutunzi. I think he got fired actually. So that guy was paid by Mutunzi to keep him in the loop of what's happening with the Langa family. So he brought up this information that Tembeka is now in town, and she wants to rekindle the relationship with Quentin. So obviously Mutunzi saw a huge opportunity and took it and tried to recruit Tembeka to bring down the Langa family. She refused at the beginning, obviously, and then Mutunzi decided to offer her sort of agreement that if you help me, I'll help you get Quentin. And love is the weakness for other people, so she fell for the trap, and she decided to work with Mutunzi. That's when the whole drama at the Tambalanga began, because Mutunzi asked Tembeka to work for Bonisa as managing marketing position, I think. Yeah, she took the offer, and she pretended to be an innocent woman who just wanted a job and to help. But on the other hand, we all know that she went there to sabotage the company on behalf of Mutunzi and everything like that. As we saw, Tembeka nearly succeeded with the plan, but I think she started to actually feel bad for Bonisa towards the end, because she could see that Bonisa was hurting. She's in a meltdown of some sort, because she was dealing with her son's problems, which she caused by herself. I don't know why it was her guilt, really. It was her guilt that her son was in the mental institution, and it was her fault. So, and she had a lot to deal with. So she grew a conscience of some sort, and she started to feel bad, but she kept going with the horrible plan to steal the company from Bonisa on behalf of Mutunzi. Ignore the sounds of the slamming doors. It's starting to annoy me. Anyway, moving on. And then Romeo and his wife, I can't pronounce her name, so I won't even attempt it. I'll just say Romeo's wife. Romeo's wife and Romeo came back from their honeymoon just in time to save the company, because Mutunzi was able to buy the company under false pretense, and thanks to Tembeka, obviously, but she didn't want to do it towards the end, as I mentioned. So they came, and Romeo took over. Thank God he did, because that girl who worked for Bonisa, the PA, was gonna be the fall guy for everything. And luckily, Romeo got there in time and realized it was Mutunzi's work behind the whole sabotaging of the company. So he got back to work, and he did his IT weird stuff and tracked down Mutunzi. He even tracked down Mutunzi's lapdog, that guy who worked at the Notorian Hotel. And as you saw, he even recruited Stukis for false pretense, and he got in trouble because he didn't know that he was spying for Mutunzi. But at the end, we found out that Stukis didn't know that he was spying for Mutunzi, but by default, he was in trouble. After that, they managed to get Mutunzi out of the way for a while. They managed to get the company, and Tembeka decided to help bring down Mutunzi at the end, and she had to compromise herself. When I mean compromise herself, I mean that she had to sleep with the enemy, which was Mutunzi, because Mutunzi started to catch feelings for Tembeka, so she used that to her advantage to get what she needed. Though she didn't want to sleep with Mutunzi, she had to convince him to sign over the shares of the company that he bought from Langa. And then Romeo, there was a scene where Romeo actually confronted Quentin and said, "Do you know how much Tembeka had to sacrifice to save you and your franchise from Mutunzi?" That's when there was like a light bulb in Quentin's head, thinking, what is he talking about? But Romeo did not go into details because he wants Quentin to see for himself that Tembeka compromised herself because she loves Quentin to death. Like, she will do anything for Quentin. And she did. She ended up being killed by Mutunzi to save Quentin. And as you saw, Quentin even found out that she slept with Mutunzi just to save him, because Mutunzi was stealing from Quentin behind Quentin's back and he didn't know. But at the end, they confessed their love to each other, and they ended up being sort of like, you know, in love again and finding each other again. And then it was cut short because Mutunzi shot Tembeka, obviously because Tembeka was saving Quentin from Mutunzi, and Mutunzi ran away like a coward and never came back. But Quentin managed to track down Mutunzi, and I think he's now in jail, if I'm not wrong, thanks to Quentin. So moving on to the Langa family, which has so much drama, thanks to Boniso Langa herself. Ngumani, if I'm pronouncing it right. Ngumani broke out of the mental hospital and tried to kill himself because he felt guilty he killed his biological dad, which we came to know is all a lie. Actually, Boniso was the one who killed Mani's biological dad and then pinned it on her son, which I find really scary. And for her to do that to her own son is disgusting. Like, from drugging him so that he should not confess, then the next thing you pin your crime on your son, knowing that he just found out that that was his dad. It's just crazy what she had to do just to save her skin. I mean, who does that? That was just not even... It's just crazy. Okay, period. It's just crazy. So he broke out of the mental hospital and he tried to kill himself, and he confronted his mom about the dad, and he even confessed to the sister. Like I said, I can't pronounce her name, so I won't even try. Her sister, that, look, I killed my dad and he was my biological dad, not Siseko, but the other guy who died. I did it, and that's the reason why I had a meltdown at your wedding, because I felt like the ancestors were trying to warn me or tell me that I need to come clean. So he did come clean and told his sister. The sister was in shock, and she obviously supported the brother. So episodes later, Maddie went to the mom and confronted her and said, I'm gonna confess to the cops that I killed my dad. And he had a gun with him because he was gonna kill himself because he felt guilty. But out of the blue, Bonnie's just like, it was not your fault. It was my fault. I'm the one who did it, and I pinned it on you. I just felt like there was a bomb just went out. Poof! Out of the blue, just a huge bomb. Like, to tell your son that I killed your mom and I pinned it on you. I will never forgive my parents if they did that to me. They dragged me. They sent me to a mental hospital for a crime I didn't do. The next thing you're telling me I killed my own dad. Like, what else are you hiding, woman? Really, what else are you hiding? So, Mommy pulled a gun at my mom and said, how could you do this to me? For so many months, I thought I killed my dad. But it was not me, it was you all this time. And even Money's sister found out that my mom killed the brother's biological dad, and this is now where we are now. We see Money said his own terms and say, look, if you don't leave this country or leave this place in 24 hours, I'm gonna go to the cops and tell them that you are the one who killed my dad. So, but on the other hand, he had other ideas. He had this warehouse where he had beds, water, like a bucket where he's gonna send his mom to stay for like lifetime because she killed the dad. And he actually did it. He sent his mom, locked him up in a cage. But now Romeo found the mother-in-law and he's in shock. Obviously, he's in disbelief for what Money did to his mom. So he's like, I don't want anything to do with this. I'm gonna just walk away. But Romeo's wife obviously found out where her mom was, and she's not trying to save her mom, but it's too late because the building is gonna come down and collapse. So Romeo warned his wife and said, look, you need to leave that building right now because it's about to collapse and you're gonna die. So that's where it ended. That's where I am right now. We'll see what happens next. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. So yeah, deuces, I'm out. Peace.